of course. Huge game tomorrow at Anfield, 2 o'clock. It is Liverpool against Crystal Palace. Let's get the win. It's a must win. We need the 3 points. Man City are just after beating Luton by 4 goals to 1, so they go top now. So they go 2 points ahead of us now. They are top, and we do not want to give them anything. We just need to get those 3 points tomorrow. As I say, we've got to start well. We've got to take our chances. We've got to get that Atalanta debacle midweek Europa League quarterfinal out of our heads and got to get back on the pitch and get the 3 points because it's absolutely huge. 7 league games to go. I still think if we win the last 7, we win the league. Arsenal are joint top with us on goal difference. Obviously, City won today, but they go top and they've played an extra game. But we just win our last 7. I don't see, if we win our last 7, I think we win it. Obviously, City won't be able to catch us because we'll be a point ahead of them if we win our last 7. And I think Arsenal, there's 1 or 2 really tricky ones, like the Spurs and stuff like that. Although Spurs got hammered today, didn't they? Spurs got hammered today. What was it, 4-0 in the end at Newcastle? I mean, Spurs being Spursy today, you just don't know what they're going to do. That's how unpredictable they are. That's what I'm saying. They'll probably turn up. They'll probably turn up against Arsenal. We have to play them, and of course City played them, I think, last game of the season, but just win our last 7. Just go for it. Starting with Crystal Palace at Anfield tomorrow. Will Jota start? I think he probably has a really good chance of starting. We made a complete boo-boo of it midweek. We know we did. Klopp put his hand up. Wrong team. I think it was a bit of disrespect in picking that 11, to be fair. 2 or 3 players just weren't at it. So we got to take our chances. I can't see Villa taking any points tomorrow. Arsenal, of course, play Villa tomorrow. No, I can't see it. We just got to win our games, Mark. We got to win our games. I'll give you my starting 11, who I think will start. I'll give you my prediction, my goal scoring prediction. I did do a short earlier, and I said Liverpool would win 3-0. Any type of win. It's about the points. That's all it's about. Man City are starting to go into that terminate mode, says AFC always. Yes, they always do. That's what I'm saying. We've just got to win our games. Same with Arsenal. Win your last 7. Whoever wins the last 7 league games, I think, wins it. I really do. Especially Arsenal City with that goal, that point advantage over City. This is it. What was it? 5-1 in the end, was it? Was it 5-1? City. 5-1, I think it was in the end. I said 4, and it was actually 5-1. City 5, Luton 1. Even though we had the wrong tactics, the players didn't do enough, says Mark. We just didn't do enough. I'm wiping that Atalanta game out of my memory at the moment because I want to move on. I really do. I want to move on from that. I want to forget about the Atalanta game. That's Thursday. Is it possible we'll come back from 3-0 down? Absolutely. Will it happen? Maybe. But we've got to beat Crystal Palace first. We've got to get the bread and butter. We've got to get the 3 points at Anfield tomorrow at 2 o'clock. The crowd have got to be up to it. There's a thing about the 2% increase in ticket prices. It's not going down well with the Anfield faithful FSG getting absolutely ripped. It's a wrong time to be doing it, I suppose. We know Klopp is leaving at the end of the season as well, and it's really taken a lot of hot air out of the balloon. I suppose it was a silly thing to do. We've got to get ready to rock. We've got to win tomorrow. We've got to win well. To be fair, I take 7 1-0s. I take 7 OGs for the last 7 league games. I think it would be enough. I really would. But we shall see. You've got to turn up. Slow starts. We've been starting slow in games. I mean, even I was at Brighton 2 weeks ago at the game against Brighton, and I mean, we started slow in that game, and Welbeck was 1-0 up after 2-3 minutes. You know, starting slow, giving the opportunity way, giving the opposition, time to settle. We're at Anfield. Shouldn't have any time to settle. There should be no time to settle. Should be straight into them from the whistle, ready to rock and roll. Alisson is back in training, but I can't see him coming back into the team. Kelleher wasn't great against Atalanta again, but he will get another chance. I thought 1 or 2 of the goals were soft, to say the least. So this would be, Bradley comes back in, you'd have to say. Van Dijk stays there. Question of whether Kanate looked really rough and didn't look good, did he? The other night, but I think Kanate starts beside Van Dijk, and I think Robertson, who came on at half-time, starts as well. So that would be the back 4. Midfield is the big one for me. You'd have to go Endo McAllister, don't you? Jones had a poor game too. Maybe Harvey Elliott starts in there. We need goals. We need a win. We need an attacking flair. Big questions up front. Salah didn't start, came on. Had a goal disallowed, but didn't really. He's gone off the boil a little bit, but he does like a goal against Crystal Palace. So I would start Mo Salah tomorrow. I really, really would. I'd start Darwin Núñez. You've just got to start him. And the big question is, Jota has got the lot that Diaz has looked tired recently. So do you start Jota? I would. Although Jota with 2025 is a really good impact sub to have. Maybe Trent gets a start. What's your starting 11, guys? What's your prediction? What type of team do you think? I mean, Palace can be tricky. We've had a few weird results against Palace over the years. Not bad, not decent. We've actually decent at their ground. But I mean, nothing but a win is good enough for Liverpool tomorrow. Absolutely nothing but a win is good enough for Liverpool tomorrow. We've got to get the 3 points at this stage of the season. 7 to go. City winning 5-1 today. They go top. Nothing but a win will do. We're presuming Arsenal will hammer Villa tomorrow too. Arsenal fan circle is in. Big up Dave. I can see 2 wins tomorrow to put City back into third places. Arsenal fan centre Ray, hope you're well, my friend. Yes, look, I don't know whether, Ray, you agree with me or not. Arsenal and Liverpool have 7 league games each. I think whoever wins the 7, if Arsenal win the 7, they win the league. Liverpool win the 7, I think Liverpool win the league. You know, because it's going to be a few ups and downs. There's going to be, I hope it doesn't come down to goal difference. I really don't. That's a horrible way to do it. It's a horrible way to do it. We did it against Arsenal back in '89, of course, with that Michael Thomas injury time winner. I think it's just goals 40 won on. But I mean, you know, whoever wins it, wins it. Whoever wins it deserves it. 38 matches a season. You throw in all the cup games, you throw in all the injuries, you throw in everything. Referees, VARs, all these decisions. I hope that Spurs game doesn't come back to haunt us, that Diaz disallowed goal and stuff like that. But look, I think over a season, 38 games, it just, you know, eases out and roughs itself out. But the VAR and some of the decisions have been terrible. But we can't go back on them. We've just got to win the big 7-up. The big 7-up, baby. Get the wins and take it from there. I'm sure Arsenal will be thinking the same. I'm sure City will be thinking again. They've done their job today, City, winning 5-1 against Luton. I mean, it was only 1-0 half time. I mean, Luton came back. Luton were in it, I suppose, up till probably half an hour to go, and City just pulled away, didn't they? Got a few late goals. Great for the goal difference, of course, as well. Eats into that goal difference, gives them an extra 4+. But I mean, all you can do is play what's on the pitch. All you can do is react. All you can do is do your best in the last 7 games and hope it's enough at the end of the day. It's going to be tough. It's going to be nervy. I think it's going to be a nervy Anfield tomorrow. That's why I'm hoping. You've got to start fast. You've got to get at them. You've got to try score an early goal, calm them down. Dave, we have the Newcastle game haunting us too. We just have to look forward now. Yeah, look, all you can do is beat what's in front of you. Get ready to rock and roll and see what happens. It shows who the top teams are. Look, this is it now. This is the nitty gritty. This is the business end. 7 up, 7 games to heaven, 7 to heaven, whatever you want to say. This is it. And as Michael Jackson said, this is it. And at the end of the day, I think if Liverpool win the 7, I think they win it. If Arsenal win the 7, I think they win it. I think it's as simple as that. No margin for error. A draw is no use. You know what I mean? A few tricky games, a few games thrown in here and there. And there's obviously Europe still to contend with. I know we've Atalanta away Thursday, which is like a mountain to climb. If there's one team can climb a mountain, it's Liverpool. Of course, we've done it before in bigger games against even tougher teams. But we just didn't show up that game. We've got to show tomorrow that we're back. Get a win, get a performance. Let's get rocking. And you can take that into Thursday against Atalanta and see what happens. I mean, Arsenal have a tough one away. Bayern 2-2. Desmond 2-2, a little Bishop draw there for Arsenal. I still think Arsenal have a really good chance of going through. And of course, 3-3, the other one, Madrid and City at home though, and that. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see what happens next week. I think it's huge. Next week is huge. Should be getting better with players coming back, says Mark. Well, we should be. I thought when I thought it was the wrong team he picked the other night. I really do. But it wasn't just the wrong team. The crowd wasn't up for it. We didn't take any chance. We started slow. We started lethargic. I thought there was a bit of disrespect in the picking of the team. Atalanta aren't a bad side, even though their away record isn't great. They're very good at home, which isn't good news for us. So a lot of things went wrong for us. I mean, they 3, 4, 5 chances max. They scored 3. We maybe 2, 3. Didn't get any. Disallowed just off. 1 or 2 just off. Didn't do enough. Fair play to Atalanta. We'll park that till Thursday night. The big one's tomorrow at Anfield, and we've got to turn up. If you don't win the league, I want Arsenal to win it. Any trophy City and the 115 boys managed to win is tainted, says Sir Oswald. Well, yeah, true. Yeah, the 115 boys, yeah. Blink 115 or 182 or whatever you used to call them. But I mean, look, it's crazy. And whether anything ever happens about that, who knows? I mean, I don't know. You don't know. They're trying to change the rules again this summer. So, I mean, it's just absolutely crazy, crazy stuff in the world we're living in at the moment. I mean, actually, God bless and peace to the people in Sydney this morning. What happened in that mall, that lunatic going around stabbing people, of course. So, a few people still in critical condition there, so hopefully they get better soon for all people and Liverpool fans in Australia. Wow, waking up to that this morning. Thankfully he was eliminated, but a few people died, of course. Little Baba as well, I think little baby died as well, so that's really, really sad news from Sydney. So prayers from LFC fans worldwide, of course. But guys, as I say, look, tomorrow, huge, get into them. Let's go. Let's keep City towards as Arsenal fan circle. City shouldn't be allowed to contend with us, as Mark. Well, look, they're contending. They're top of the league at the moment. Okay, they've played an extra game, but they've done their job. They've played first. I expected them to beat Luton, to be fair, but they hammered them in the end, 5-1. Great for the goal difference, as I say. So what 11 would you do? What's your prediction tomorrow? What's your prediction for the Arsenal game? I think Arsenal will beat Villa, probably 2-3-0. I'm going to go 3-0 to Liverpool. So we need a reaction tomorrow, says Seamus Moore. Hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub, show us you care. Let's go. As I say, it's going to be a quick little 10-15 minute chat, pre-build up. I'm going to a party tonight, actually. My brother was 50 at the weekend, so a 50th birthday party. I was 51. So we're like Irish twins. I was 51 on Thursday, and he's 50 on Sunday. So a year and 3 days between us. I think it's called Irish twins, but we shall see. So happy birthday to my brother and happy birthday to myself on Thursday. Look, you know, the world keeps turning, we keep going around. Let's rock and roll. Alisson should be back in goal, it's a shame. Alisson's back in training, but I don't think he's available for tomorrow. Could make it Atalanta away. I thought Kelleher wasn't great midweek. Look, he's been brilliant for us, to be fair. And he actually saved, when it was 0-0, he got one off his face from point blank range. But, you know, probably 3-1 for Arsenal, 2-0 to Liverpool. Says Arsenal fan, yes, something similar to that. I take it. I take that. Yeah, happy birthday, Mark Forrest. Thank you very much, my friend. Not getting any younger. But look, as I say, I'm going to enjoy a few scoops tonight as well. I think United play Bournemouth, don't they? At 5:30, round down in about 2 or 3 minutes. So that's a tricky one. I wouldn't be surprised if a Bournemouth win there, would you? You just don't know what United are going to do. They could turn up there and win. They could draw. They could lose. They're one of those bingo teams, aren't they, United at the moment? But look, I just think it's Liverpool. I can only speak about Liverpool. Of course, Arsenal will do the same tomorrow. Arsenal are home, I think, against Villa, so I'd expect them to be. Villa are hot and cold. You just don't know what to expect from Villa either. I mean, Aston Villa, they've had a good season. Spurs losing today, I mean, hammered. What was it, 4-0? I mean, that's a great chance for Villa now. If they can get something out of Arsenal tomorrow, that's a bit of a G up for Villa going into the Arsenal game tomorrow. And it gets nervy now. We've been there. Liverpool, we've been there. Klopp, of course, we won one league last few years. City have won loads of leagues. The 115 hanging over the heads. But Arteta hasn't been there. And I want a view from Ray, from the Arsenal fan circle, who's in the house here. I will enjoy the points, Ray. Of course I will. But Arteta, this is the big test for Arsenal fans. Even the fans, I suppose, the team and the manager. This is the nitty-gritty. This is where it goes. I mean, it's 2-2. You still have to go to Bayern. That's in your mind as well. You Villa tomorrow. There's a lot of football, a mistake here, a VAR mistake, a referee mistake, a player's mistake, not taking your chances. This is where it counts. We've already made a mistake against United. Should have won, could have won, didn't win. We got a 2-2, a Desmond 2-2 at Old Trafford. Should have won the game, but didn't. But at least we didn't lose, I suppose, is the big one to take from that. But then Atalanta midweek happened, so we forget about that one. But back to the nitty-gritty, back to the bread and butter. It's Anfield tomorrow at 2 o'clock. It's Liverpool, Crystal Palace. And let me be crystal clear. We need the 3 points tomorrow. Don't really care about performances. Don't really care about goal difference. It's all about points. Points mean prizes. 3 points. These are the points I've got to make. Win the game. Simple. It seems simple. It's not easy. Anfield, I'm sure, will be a little bit nervous. I'll be nervous at the Emirates too, with City after taking, City after going ahead now, because even a draw won't do it. It'll kill us, kill both teams, to be fair. So it's going to be really, really interesting now to see tomorrow the reaction from Liverpool, the reaction from Arsenal after City today. So really, really interesting. We have learned some lessons from last season. Players we brought in have added that extra 5% says Arsenal fan circle. Yeah, well, look, yeah, we're obviously playing better. Keeping a lot of clean sheets, I think, is a key. I mean, the year we won it, clean sheets are huge. You know, if you can keep clean sheets, you give your forward line, you give your midfield a lot of confidence. You know, usually one goal's enough type of thing instead of needing 3 or 4 goals to win a game. So that's a big change, a big sea change. We're shipping the odd goal here and there, and even when you're 2-0 up, you're a bit nervy. You know where you shouldn't be. Like Liverpool 1-0 up, like 15, 20 to go, you're hiding behind the couch because you're just not safe. And it's this season we just haven't been safe defensively. So I think tomorrow, just go for it. Rock and roll. This is it. I'm sure Klopp's had them in. This is the business end. This is where this means more comes from, guys. This means more. This is where you gotta show it on the pitch. Get ready to rock and roll. Be ready, take your chances, no regrets, and win the game. Simple as. I know it sounds simple, but I mean that's what we gotta do. Win the last 7 and see where you end up. And I think if you do win the last 7, I think you end up winning it. I really do. I think you end up winning it. But we shall see. Time will tell. That's tomorrow. United playing Bournemouth now. I think it's a 5:30 kickoff. City won 5-1 tonight against Luton. Spurs got hammered by Newcastle. I think Brighton was a draw. Brentford beat Sheffield United 2-0. Sheffield United are gone. They're doomed. They are doomed. And Forest was 2-2 at Wolves. And there's some big games tomorrow. But guys, as I say, I'm going to leave it there. Bit more build up tomorrow to the big game at Anfield. We just got to win the game. We got to get the 3 points. We've got to win. I'm going to enjoy the few beers tonight. I'm going to enjoy my Saturday night and hopefully enjoy my Sunday and skip into work or moonwalk into work with 3 points in the back of my pocket tomorrow. I'm sure Arsenal fans will too. Thanks for dropping in. Hit the like, hit the share. I'm going to go 3-0 tomorrow. I'll take 1-0. I just want the 3 points to be fair. Let's go. Stay safe. Talk soon. Sure, Arsenal are speaking and thinking the same. Enjoy your weekend.